Okay, Old Stanky Farm here. I am doing a update on my truck, just so those of you know who's been watching my videos. Sorry for the bad content, because I have a Samsung and supposedly, according to my buddies, you can't tune the videos. But here sits my truck, my old beater with a heater. This is an update video. I have to replace cylinder 2 injector according to the sensor on this fucking thing. Sorry, frickin' thing. Trying to watch my language because I have family members watching my videos now that I didn't know about before. Under here is a map sensor that I have to replace. And then if you see the throttle body here, the intake, I have the top piece for it. It's inside the truck. I just took it off because I was working on it. The intake gasket going to this piece and the throttle body, in between these two, the gasket's cracked. So I have to replace that. I have a rotor. I have an ignition. I have a distributor cap, rotor, and plug wires I might do in the future. I was gonna return them, but then I was gonna return them, then I couldn't find the receipt for them, so either I'll keep them and sell them with the truck when I sell them. Battery's in the garage, you don't need to worry about that. She's charging now. So when you take everything off, thinking you need to take the head off, putting it back together, make sure you have everything plugged in. Because the charging whirler, also known as the alternator over there, that wasn't charging because I didn't have a cable hooked up. Make sure you have your map sensor hooked up too. I didn't have that hooked up and it backfired through the carb when I tried to start it. It's got a block heater that's optional. Ever since it got cold, this thing has not been fired up whatsoever. And it's been, let's just say, those of you who live east of Minnesota, east of the center of Minnesota, you know what I'm talking about because it's been colder than hell. But it's got 93K on it. I'm thinking on putting 1,000K, I'm thinking on putting 100K on it. Alright, I locked that door. I'm thinking on putting 100K on it, just for the simple fact being that, well, my buddy needs a rig. I'd like to sell this thing for 35 or 40 grand. I'd like to sell this thing for 3,500 or 4,000. Other than the minor ordeals, it's not a bad truck. Hopefully the transmission works. The oil for the transmission is fairly clean, but I still have some work to do to it. I gotta give props to farmers and Canadians. I'm a pussy when it comes to winter. When it drops below 0, I'm not out here working on anything. I'll hang out with my buddies, but that's about it. I won't really work on anything. So I gotta give props to Canadians and farmers and those who are out year-round in the cold and heat working on whatever they're working on. Zip Ties and Buy Supplies, I gotta give him credit. He's up in the Canadian land, and he does cold starts and old starts. He also's got a truck, 7.3 IDI called Slave Lake. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out his channel. Kids, stay away from his channel, because he doesn't keep it as PC as I do. But that's the end of this video. This is just an update, so yeah. I guess I'll catch you guys later. I gotta get my glove off first.